All right, guys, pictures up.
Pictures up.
Pictures up.
Let's roll sound.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Sound speeds.
Camera speeds. 2. Awesome. Take 2. Mark.
Set.
And action.
Welcome to the Penn Cinema Podcast, your behind-the-curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now here are your hosts, Penn Ketchum and David Moulton.
Welcome to the show. I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. What's up?
My dude, welcome back.
Welcome back, David. And congratulations to all our friends in Philadelphia celebrating the big Eagles victory from the big sports ball contest last night.
You did it. Without you,
Right.
the team would have never been able to do it.
You know, my number one pet peeve
What's that?
is when 27 bad guys shoot at the good guy
Yeah,
and none of them can hit the good guy.
right.
And then the good guy turns around and shoots and kills all 20 bad guys with 2 bullets. Right?
Exactly.
But right behind that pet peeve,
Yeah.
also, I don't like silent letters.
Okay.
I feel like we could have gotten rid of silent letters by
What
now.
about like double letters that sound like a different letter, like
That's even worse.
fish
Like,
with a PH, the band?
yeah, or I don't know.
Philosophy.
I don't know why that doesn't bother me as much. It's stupid. It should
As like not
It
or,
should. It
or
should
knowledge.
just right. Exactly. It should just be spelled with an F.
Knife.
You know, PH should just be with an F. But for some reason, that doesn't bother me. But what really bothers me is if you're gonna have a word like lamb.
Yo.
LAM, done. Why do you need the B on there? You don't. You don't need the B.
You don't say it. Lamb.
Lamba. Well, actually, I frequently do. And then Amy rolls her eyes and everybody gets annoyed because there's Penn thinking he's funny.
Yeah.
But he's not thinking
That's
he's funny.
the most annoying thing to
the
me.
Thing is, the thing is, I don't think I'm funny. I'm trying to point out.
know you are. There's distinction.
It's going to be like that tonight. I'm not trying to be funny by saying Lamba. I'm trying to accentuate the absurdity of the silent letters.
Yeah.
So you got the 20 bad guys shooting at the good guy. You got the absurdity of the silent letters.
Yeah.
But I forget what my third.
I'm following you fully down the aisle. I don't even know where the exit is anymore.
Right. No, there's no exit. Just strap in. I don't like people who say we won the Super Bowl.
Is it because you always lose?
I have never lost a Super Bowl.
Oh.
I've never won a Super Bowl. I've never played in the Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, here's a true story. I told Amy last night while we were watching the game
Yeah.
that I think, now she talked me out of it.
Yeah.
She talked me down off this ledge.
That's insane.
But I told her last night, I think that I need to accept. I don't think at this point in my life I'm ever going to play in a Super Bowl.
Penn. I mean, I don't want to call us marital distress here,
Right.
but how dare she crumble your dreams like that?
No. It's the opposite.
Oh, she built you up.
She was encouraging
Okay.
it. She was saying, no, honey, never say never.
Okay,
You
good.
know, yeah.
Good. Yeah,
No.
because I mean, I think
Right.
to throw that away now at this point in your career,
Right. When I'm so close.
when you're so close, you're arguably closer than you've ever been before at being in the big game.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be at any minute
Yeah.
now.
I think that would be a horrible mistake.
Right. To give up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Could you imagine how fun?
You being in the Super Bowl
Yes.
would be? You know I'd be
Yes.
there. I'd probably be doing the halftime show
Right.
because just like you with sports, I'm always one tune away.
That's it.
From making it big.
That's it.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that your record deal hasn't come through yet.
Any minute. Any minute.
You know, a lot of people were talking about the halftime show last night.
Yeah.
And I saw where Kendrick Lamar looked right at the camera and was like, "What's up, David?"
Yeah.
A lot of people saw him look and say Drake.
Yeah, he said,
But
hey, Drake.
earlier in the performance, when it was a happier song.
Yeah. It wasn't a diss track.
When
yeah.
it wasn't a diss track.
Yeah.
I know what a diss track is. Come on, get out of here.
Obviously.
Stop it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, that's one thing to talk about at the top. But I got I got a downer.
Oh, yeah. A downer?
Yeah.
Oh.
I hate to bring it down.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
Last week on the show, you said something.
Oh, yes. Yes. Go ahead, David.
And then I came at you.
Yes, hard. Right. Like
with
I
the
was,
force of a burning sun of truth. And I said, you fool. You fool.
foolish young man.
Yeah, The Brutalist is obviously based on a real man.
Obviously.
And a true story.
Right.
And a real building that you could go visit.
Yeah. And you're
Doylestown.
it's stupid that you haven't.
Yeah. The fact that you haven't gone,
Right.
pretty dumb.
Right.
Pretty dumb.
And I sat here like a dope.
And you ate it.
And took it.
Yeah.
I just took it.
Yeah. Well, then let's just say someone afterwards.
Right.
Maybe it was me.
Maybe.
Was like, I wonder what other things I can learn about this guy to school pen on.
Yeah.
Right? Only to find out that it's not based on a true story or real buildings or something that happened in Doylestown.
Right.
And that all of the people were made up.
Contrary.
To what I said.
Contrary to David's
Yeah.
convincing.
Yeah. And the difficult thing is it's the first time I've ever been wrong.
Right. Well, that's what was so stunning.
Yeah.
When you sent that text,
Yeah.
I was standing in my kitchen, and I went.
And you dropped your plate of freshly baked cookies.
What had happened was we were making the cookies.
Yeah.
And we had just taken them out of the oven.
Right.
Right. And my phone dinged. So I had the hot tray of cookies in the one hand, and I'm looking at my phone with the other hand.
Snap.
Yeah. And I just turned white as a ghost, and I didn't drop the cookies, but I did drop the phone. And so I put the cookies down, and I could feel my knees getting wobbly, you know.
What is the world?
Right. What is even happening? And Amy said, "My God, honey, you're as white as a ghost. What just happened?"
Yeah.
So I said, "You better take this tray of cookies because I'm going to drop it." And she said, "What happened?" And I said, "David was wrong." And then she dropped the cookies. She couldn't control it.
Yeah.
Plonk, you know. So there I am sitting on the kitchen floor eating all the cookies. You know,
You can't let them go to waste.
right? Obviously,
Yeah.
You know, and trying to make sense of the world that no longer makes sense.
I know. I mean, if it was that hard for you, imagine how hard it was for me.
If David Moulton could be wrong,
Yeah. Yeah. Amy was probably in the other room looking at her doctorate, rereading it. Does it have my name on it? Was it really mine?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you threw the good doctor for quite a loop.
I bet still lots of people were stunned. No more than me. So, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so-
well, in the print media, they call that a correction.
Right.
So no big deal. Here we are, a little correction.
Yeah. Yeah, we're nothing if not consummate correctors.
Yes. Yes. Which is interesting because we so rarely have anything to correct. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny how many people are like, you guys get so much stuff wrong.
I disagree because I feel like if we got stuff wrong, people would have written in and said, like, hey, you got this wrong.
Right. Nobody wrote in about that. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that everyone else ate it up with as much conviction
Shall
as you
we
did.
shall we review the people who didn't write in this week?
No, I think there's too many.
Nobody from China.
Right.
Nobody from the West Coast.
So I want to correct it. It's not China. They're in Japan.
In Japan.
I apologize. They're in
Nobody
Japan.
from Japan. Nobody from the Pacific Rim, period.
No.
Nobody from the other Pacific side, period.
Or the movie Pacific Rim.
And nobody from the movie Pacific Rim, which is stunning.
Right. Because that's a usual.
That's usually where most of our comments come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody from West Virginia.
We did get a write-in.
We got it right in, which that's huge. But and I got some comments.
We don't know where it's from.
Wait, I got some comments. What do you mean we don't know where it's from?
Well, we don't know where this person. Do we?
What are you talking about?
I don't think we knew where they live.
Oh, yeah, I believe they're in upstate
Location?
New York.
Okay. I didn't know if that was set in stone.
You know what else as long as we're in the Department of Corrections, not whoa,
Get the
hey,
life.
hey, oh. As long as we're in the Department of Corrections,
Yeah.
Mr. David. we did get a listener note from last week
Oh,
that I don't think we talked about.
no.
But maybe we did, and I just forgot. Did we talk about the Mystery Gobble confirming that the podcast is better when you're drunk?
Yes.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
All right. I saw that in
It
my
was the week before.
I saw that in my email, and I was wondering. I wonder if we talked about this.
It's great that we remember what we talked about on the show.
Well, if we would do the show sober, we would have a lot better odds.
Yeah. That's not going to happen.
Right.
Speaking of odds,
Speaking of odds.
Best Picture.
Oh boy.
The Oscars?
Yeah, right. This is stunning.
So there was a crazy thing. Nora, which we reviewed and had.
Mickey Madsen.
Yeah, we had some positive but mixed emotions about it. It took home the DGA award, that's Directors Guild Award for Best Director, and it won Best Picture with the PGA, the Producers Guild Awards, and the Critics' Choice Awards.
What about the Professional Golf Association?
It got all holes in ones.
Got that PGA
All
too?
18, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the big question that everyone's asking is, what does this mean about the Oscars? Because it's up for Best Picture, and it's here. It is winning Best Picture at all these other award ceremonies. Does that mean? Do we think it'll get Best Picture at the Oscars?
It's available now on Prime, right?
Best Directors? I think it's available somewhere streaming.
Yeah. You wouldn't know because of the Lofi Yof.
Well, I can do Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please. Please.
I'm not an animal.
I have access to Prime, Hulu, and Disney.
That's actually a lot for someone
It
who's
is,
not.
but I'm not paying for. I mean, well, Prime comes with Prime, but I'm not paying for.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we both really enjoyed Anora,
Yeah.
but I feel like I am missing something. Like, why is this movie? This is a good movie. This is a great movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I recommended it to lots of people. Why is this Best Picture?
Is it because of the contenders?
Maybe.
I didn't feel like because I know that The Brutalist is up for Best Picture, and I don't feel like that's a Best Picture contender.
Well, it makes
Best Actor.
it makes
maybe.
sense that it's up for Best Picture because it takes itself so seriously.
Right.
So it sort of looks it acts like a contender for Best Picture. Do we know all the nominees?
No. Should we look them up?
Not right now, but
Okay.
maybe next week we can do. Oh, next week we're going to be busy with Captain America.
Right.
Well, we should do an Oscar show because Zootropolis is hosting a big Oscar party.
Oh, really?
I was just reading about that. Yeah,
Nice.
Sunday night. So anyway, we have a few more weeks before the Oscars, and we should
Yeah.
incorporate that into our show.
I'm going to look it up now while you give us this next little
Okay.
bit,
All
since
right.
I didn't see them.
All right. Well, I just wanted to comment, but David didn't want to go along. I wanted to talk about the Super Bowl commercials just because I thought they were great. I especially loved the first Dunkin' Donuts commercial with Ben Affleck and Bill Belichick and Casey Affleck and the whole gang. And they were hilarious. But then that set it up perfectly for later in the show when they did Matt Damon and David Beckham did the commercial for Stella Beer. And he said Damon was pretending to not know who David Beckham was, and he was like, "Oh, well, are you famous?" And Beckham goes, "Yeah, I'm famous over in England." And Matt Damon goes, "Are you Matt Damon famous?" And he goes, "No, I'm like Ben Affleck famous." And Matt Damon was like, "Oh, that's too bad." Anyway, I thought the commercials were great. I also wanted to talk about Penn Cinema has. I'm going to give you. There's going to be a new segment in the show.
Okay.
A little update as to our bar.
Right. Wait, before you get into that,
Okay.
I'm ready for Best Picture.
Are you though?
Honora,
Ah.
The Brutalist,
Ah.
A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked.
Well, the best movie out of that lot was easily Wicked.
I really like Conclave.
I liked Conclave too, but it's not for Best Picture. Maybe it is. But I think in terms of what I think of when I think of Oscar pictures, I think I can understand The Substance because it was shocking and it made some deep points. And I can understand Brutalist because it, quacked like a duck, walked like a duck. It looks like an Oscar contender. And I don't get Conclave. I don't get Honora. If I was a Academy member, I'd be voting for Wicked. I don't get
Wicked will probably. I don't understand how Dune 2 is on there. But,
Dune 2 didn't even make our top 10 list.
Right. Anyway,
In a stunning turn of events.
Yeah.
But anyway, our friends at Zootropolis down in downtown Lancaster looks like they're putting on a banger.
Yeah.
And kudos to them. You follow them, right?
Yeah.
They made a really cool poster that advertises the event, and it caught my eye because the poster is a takeoff on the Brutalist poster. Like the word Zootropolis is spelled out the same way they did the film, the same way the studio did the poster for the Brutalist. It was really cool. It's really clever. Whoever did that artwork.
Do they ever correct the way you say it?
Say what?
The name of their place?
How do you say it?
Zootropolis?
What do I say?
Zootropolis?
I think I say it all different ways.
Okay. Because it's a zoetrope.
Obviously. I don't want to name names, but one time I looked up what a zootrope.
Zoetrope?
But there's Zootropolis. I looked that up.
Yeah.
And then I was chit-chatting with somebody who happens to own the place.
Yeah.
Not our friend, but somebody different. And they didn't know what a Zootropolis was.
Wow.
And what do I call it? I'm just calling it Zootropolis?
Yeah.
A lot of times they just call it Zoe.
Yeah.
And I sometimes call it Zoe.
You don't call it Zoo?
I don't call it Zoe 101. Thank you. I'm here all night.
Wow. Disney reference.
Update on the bar.
Yes.
It's going into Penn Cinema in Lidditz. It's under construction. It is wild and woolly stuff. And we're trying to hire someone to run the damn thing.
Oh my gosh. Where do you find someone with all the perfect attributes?
Well, I just listened to the Penn Cinema podcast. Yeah. And that works out. You know, I find if I listen to the Penn Cinema podcast, shit just works out.
Yeah.
Things just
all the good.
It's
comes
fine.
through.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm listening to the show, and then next thing I know, I talk about the show everywhere I go. So, you know, I'm in Dosido talking about the show, and this guy's like, "Hey, you like the Penn Cinema podcast?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Do you know how to run a bar? And the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm a great bar manager."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh my God, why don't you come work for us?" And they were like, "Okay, let's do it." That's how we hire people.
And then he put on his top hat and he said, "I'm going to see good old Pennsylvania ketchup."
That's it. I didn't even realize you were there.
Well,
Yeah.
I have eyes everywhere, buddy.
You blend in too.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, that's
Is that all the
lamest news event ever. The bar will open mid to late March. Start targeting Snow White.
Now, when the bar opens, is it going to have the like kitchen as well?
Kitchen opens a month later.
Okay.
Kitchen opens the end of April.
Okay.
And then the patio opens in May. And I should clarify, because you and I, neither one of us are big drinkers.
Right.
I don't know if you ever drink, or just very rarely. I never drink. And so I'm kind of going through in my head like how I'm going to handle like having this bar here. Like we got to have a good mocktail list.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, you have to find out what your go-to is.
Yeah.
And then either, you know, if you either have like a mock version of it.
Right.
Or like my thing is I like Sambuca. So I'll get that and I'll just drink it. It's just something you drink very slow.
Yeah.
So everyone else will have like 2 or 3 drinks and I'll just have the one.
I like seltzer with like a lime juice or cranberry juice. Right. Something like that.
You're like, could I get seltzer with lime and kale?
Yeah.
And just blend it up.
Yes.
It's just a
Preach.
a veggie smoothie.
I just finished a big kale salad an hour ago.
Not surprised.
All right, that's enough. That's enough out of you.
Oh, hey, you did it.
You thought I wasn't gonna, because I didn't go with I just went with the.
It was a smooth, like mid-grade.
Yeah, mid-grade.
Yeah.
David, we have a fantastic list of trailers this week. We do. No, a bunch of them are high profile.
We have one that it's not great. At least.
Right. No, absolutely.
You're right.
We have
What's there? Should we start with it? Should we lead with the bad?
Let's
always eat the worst first.
That's it. It. Yep.
Let's talk about Smurfs.
Oh, what?
What?
I thought.
Where did you think we were going?
I thought we were leading with High Rollers, the worst trailer on the list.
That was bad, but Smurfs. Honestly, the worst trailer is Hurry Up Tomorrow.
No, I disagree.
Oh. Oh.
This is an interesting crossroads. This is two firsts.
Are we going for worst trailer of the week this week?
This is an interesting crossroads because earlier in the show,
Right.
we talked about you being wrong for the very first time.
Right. It was the first time.
And now it seems as though we're bumping up against another first,
right.
which would be you and me disagreeing on a trailer for the first time.
For the first time.
Yeah.
My thing is, High Rollers was so bland, I forgot about it.
Right.
So to me, that's not worse because worst would leave a horrible impression, like the Smurfs movie did.
Okay. Well then,
I will also argue that Hurry Up Tomorrow left a bad impression because I watched it and had no idea what was happening, and I did not care.
okay. Well, I will. Let's do worst trailer of the week because I feel like High Rollers is the worst. But if you want to push me to the second worst, I'm going to go to Everyone Is Going to Die. And if you want to push me to the third worst, I'm going to The Rule of Jenny Penn, and fourth worst would be Smurfs. I think those three trailers are worse than the Smurfs.
Wow.
Now, I will agree, the Smurfs trailer was not good. It was no bueno.
Wow.
It's no bueno.
Maybe we should just start at the top and go down there.
Okay, all right.
All right. Starting off, we have the Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, as we all know, you are one of the biggest Fantastic
Huge.
Four fans. I mean,
Super fans.
We did a quiz last week. and I
Super
think it was
fans,
like
David.
100 out of 100,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Right. What did you feel about this new foray into the Marvel Universe?
The movie that I'm most excited to see on this list is F1.
Okay.
But the Fantastic Four First Steps is my trailer of the week. I thought this was amazing. It made me want to see it. It raised some fun and interesting questions about the characters and their origin. And I'm excited. I'm on board. I think it looks great. I love the retro treatment that it got, which reminds me of some of this, like WandaVision sort of had that same feel.
Yeah.
I think I'm psyched. I'm on board. Fantastic Four. Let's go.
I think it looks great. It's based in it's a different universe
Obviously.
because it's an alternate 50s
Right.
that had the Fantastic Four. But I love that we're seeing an actual Galactus,
Who's that?
the big giant guy at the end. We're seeing him like he was in one of the other ones, but he was just a storm cloud.
He was like towering over the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw his big head. Yeah. So I like. I mean, the actors are great. I love the look of the Thing.
Who's the woman?
That is shoot. Why is there? Are you asking Vanessa?
Hodgkins?
No. She's in the Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah.
The last couple of those, she's in. I think she was in Hobbs and Shaw.
Vanessa White?
Vanessa something.
Hobbs.
Yeah, she's an actress we've seen in a lot of things.
She looked very familiar. She looks great.
Yeah.
I think this movie is going to be huge, and I think more importantly, it looks like a lot of fun. Good action, good story, good character development.
I don't feel like the Thing's voice fits him yet. Like it didn't feel like it was coming from him. But this is the first trailer. Work is still being done. Like this preliminary, that kind of stuff gets smoothed out over time.
Who's the voice of the Thing?
He's from The Bear. I can't remember his name, but he's one of the guys from the show The Bear.
Okay.
One of the cooks. Next up, Jurassic World Rebirth.
This is my runner-up. This is also a great trailer.
This is my runner. It's not my trailer of the week. It's my runner-up.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four is not my trailer. Well, Fantastic Four is my runner-up. This is my third.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that it's exciting. I wish that we had a little bit more information of like when it takes place, because there's talks that it's like kind of a reboot, ignoring the other Jurassic World movies. So I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it seemed to me from the trailer that they were going back to the scene of the first Jurassic Park.
No, they're going to the island from Jurassic Park 2.
So isn't that connecting it to that universe? Doesn't
No, but I mean, it's ignoring the other Jurassic World movies.
Gotcha.
You know,
Oh, that's quirky.
yeah, I don't know if that's actually what they're doing, but the premise in the trailer doesn't really make sense if that isn't the case, because at the end of the Jurassic World movies, dinosaurs were all over the Earth.
Right.
And like everywhere.
I want to rewatch those.
And then this is all about how they need to go to this island because they have to get a dinosaur egg. But if dinosaurs were everywhere, then why would they need to go to a specific island?
Why wouldn't you just get an egg from Central Park?
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out.
Or Prospect Park, either one.
Either one.
Right.
Yeah. But I think it looks great.
Yeah, I agree. Next up is David's worst trailer of the week. Rihanna stars as Smurfette in the new movie coming out in July
Rihanna's in it?
to thrill audiences all around.
Hold on.
As the movie's called Smurfs.
You mean Rihanna? The person who sings every single song in the trailer?
Or are you throwing a Elizabeth Banks flag out on us?
I'm just saying that they drove it home a little too hard.
It's a long time since we made fun of Elizabeth Banks.
I know. And that is a sin in itself.
That in alone is
Yeah,
a sin.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm just saying that they drove. I don't know what they're trying here, but it just maybe it might work for kids. But this doesn't look like the type of movie that it's like, oh, you can go see it with your kids and have a good time as well.
Totally.
It looks like it's just for
This
the kids.
is for the kids, period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we have John Lithgow and Jeffrey What's-His-Face in a incredibly depressing horror movie. The first review on the title track when they play the trailer is this the best movie I've seen all year by Stephen King, to which I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, Mr. King, you should get out and see more movies. Right?
Yeah.
The movie's called The Rule of Jenny Penn.
I like the idea of John Lithgow as a crazy guy.
Okay.
I think the idea here is it's like a nursing home, and one of the guys has a little puppet that he does whatever it says.
Puppet's name is Jenny Penn.
Jenny Penn.
And he's like, bullying and terrorizing all the other residents. And he's like, who's in charge? Who's in charge? And then this poor old man's in bed going, Jenny Penn.
Yeah. I think this could be a really suspenseful movie. I'm not going to say it's going to be amazing or whatever.
I'm going to go out on a limb.
Huh?
And maybe I'm just a little salty today, but I think this looks like crap.
It's a Shudder film, so it could be.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, David's trailer of the week.
How'd you know? It's a John Travolta film called High Rollers, where is that Antonio Banderas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Antonio Banderas
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
Right.
Kidnaps John Travolta's wife. And John Travolta happens to be a big something that does bad man work. Thief, maybe? I don't know.
Bad man work.
But then he...
I'm going to get you a business card that says David Moulton, available for bad man work.
Yeah. Call today.
Right.
Yeah. He is then forced into an Ocean's 11 type scenario.
Right, yes.
Which is totally it's like suspense and then wacky Ocean's 11 stuff. It looks horrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why it was my worst trailer of the week.
Next up, we have Everyone is Going to Die, which takes place in foggy London town or Britain somewhere. And it's about a dad and his daughter Imogen, who they drive home. Her name is Imogen, by saying it 1 billion times. It's a very odd name, even though I'm familiar with the singer Imogen Heap. I don't know. You don't hear that.
Imogen.
Yeah. And they're like, happy birthday, Imogen.
Oh my God, Imogen.
Yeah. And basically these people come and they're like, we give the best gift of all time, the worst time you've ever had. And it's an experience.
It's like that movie, The Gift.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
This looked cheap.
Oh, yeah. I'm not on board for this.
All right. Hit me with your trailer of the week.
This is my trailer of the week. the Super Bowl trailer for Thunderbolts. Lots of stuff happening in this trailer. I think it showed a lot of really great witty dialogue without giving away too much. They did reveal the new big bad, who is the Void, which is the opposite version of the Sentry, who is the guy. They stopped leaning on this character named Bob being part of the team because Bob's the big bad guy. So clearly that would be giving away too much, and I think that's good. But I thought there's some cool effects, like where he like pushes people into their shadow and stuff, and the whole idea of the the Sentry is Marvel's version of Superman, and so it's basically of a team of people with limited abilities. They're just all of their powers are like at the most
punching and shooting.
Peak human, like normal guy strength.
Right.
The peak of it.
Right.
And that's basically
like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically what Captain America is. It's basically yeah. So, and it's just like, what would a team of that, like what chance would a team like that have against?
Right. Would you call them reluctant heroes?
I would call them
Yeah.
reluctant heroes.
I loved this trailer. To me, you could take Fantastic Four, Jurassic World, and Thunderbolts. And if you want to tell me any of those three is trailer of the week, I would fully consent.
I think they're all three good.
Yeah.
But the reason Thunderbolts wins for me is because it's the one that made me the most excited to see it.
Fair enough. Fantastic Four won it for me because I love that retro treatment. I just think that's like cool how they presented it. And I know that we've seen that before. I know it's not like cutting edge, but it's cool. I think it's cool.
Yeah, that like what's the word for that? It's like Jetsons, basically.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Jetsonified.
Yeah, Jetsonified. I think that's a technical term.
That's what we call it here at Penn Cinema. That's what we every night a day goes by.
Yeah, everyone's always
all
saying
day long.
Jetsonify it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have the F1 teaser starring Brad Pitt, July 20 of this year. Sorry, I stumbled on that. I don't mean to say it's coming out on July 20th. I was going to say 2025, but I stopped halfway through for some reason because we're in 2025.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
I don't feel like we need to talk about 2025 anymore.
When is 2025 coming?
Yeah, I'm not positive, but I'm fairly sure we're here.
Right. Whoa. Like 2 months in?
I said to somebody the other day, well, I'm here for you. Unless I'm home.
And then I'm there for you.
And then I'm there for you. I cracked myself up the whole ride home.
It's because you knew you were funny.
So anyway, the F1 teaser opening in July starring Brad Pitt.
For a teaser that doesn't show you much more than racing around, it did get me pretty hyped for this.
Yeah. It did not reveal any of the plot.
No.
But it did reveal that there is action and romance and drama outside of the track.
More importantly, I think it revealed the way they filmed the races is exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's Mondo important.
I think Mondo Dopo. Yes. Mondo Dopo.
Mondo Dopo in a day like today?
Mondo Dopo in today's world, fully Jetsonified.
Whoa.
That's what we're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah. And right at the tail end, the very last credit says, filmed for IMAX.
I wish that just this once, and also a lot more times, one of the people in California was listening that is part of the marketing team for F1, and just one of the caption was, Mondo Dopo Jetsonified.
Mondo Dopo Super Jetsonified.
Yeah, the Penn Cinema podcast. And that was like no context.
Yes.
And people were like,
yes.
Oh, that must be pretty good.
Wow, that's Dopo.
Mondo Dopo Super Jetsonified?
Right.
I mean, if it was just Jetsonified.
No, right.
Yeah,
tons of movies are regular Jetsonified.
Yeah, but super. Mondo Dopo
Mondo
Super?
Dopo.
That's a level beyond a level.
Beyond,
right?
yeah. There's lots of movies, like, for example, Fantastic Four, that are Jetsonified.
Right.
Right. And there's some that are Mondo Jetsonified.
But Mondo Dumbo.
Dopo.
Mondo Dupo.
Can you imagine Dupo Dumbo?
Oh.
Dupo Dumbo Jetsonified.
That's a movie I want to see.
That's what sign me up for that shit. And last and least,
Tell me about this one.
we have Hurry Up Tomorrow, which opens in May of 2025, starring Jenna Ortega
2025 will be here at any minute.
and the dude who goes in the music business by the name Weekend,
Oh,
Abel something or other.
really?
Yeah. And Harry Barry Cougar.
Yeah.
You know the dude I'm talking about?
Flash.
Yes. Hurry Up Tomorrow. Well, I mean, I don't want to have to tell you. Do I have to tell you? Do I have to explain it to you?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You think I need it? Yeah, you need to explain this movie? All right, well, David.
Yeah.
Since you're not capable of processing the plot,
Clearly.
what you have in this story, you got the hero
Oh.
and you got the anti-hero.
Oh.
And you got the bed on fire.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you got the chapel that seems to fall down around the guy.
Whoa.
And he's got to get the girl, but she's Mondo Dopo.
Do they have to call him by the old name? or
No, they
whatever?
call him. They call him by his. But he's playing a character,
Yeah.
so they call him by the character's name.
Yeah.
Which obviously I don't need to tell you.
No, isn't that something they say multiple times? Call me by the old name or whatever over and over again during this trailer. This trailer.
Listen,
Did not make sense to me.
Okay, podcast at pencinema.com. If you can explain this trailer to us.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a trippy in your brain thing, and then I was like, wait, is it just about boxing?
It's
fighting,
boxing and
or-
things are on fire all the time.
Yeah.
And there's a dude who puts on a concert, I think.
I have
She
no
watches
clue what's going on.
I think she watches it from backstage.
And then there's a trippy thing that's supposed to be shocking of like the camera spinning in a car showing stuff happening, but
Right.
I didn't catch
Yeah.
what was going on.
And then there was a rock concert and there was a monkey performing at the rock concert.
Oh yeah. And he had
As
us for
Robbie
the next
Williams.
2 hours.
Right.
I had a conversation with our good friend Chris Valentine,
Yes.
and I said I like Better Man, and he was like, "Oh, I really like Robbie Williams. I wanted to see that."
Ugh. Too slow, Chris.
He was like, he was in Ghana when it was out here. He was traveling.
They don't have theaters in Ghana?
I think it's a well-known thing that they don't do movies in Ghana.
Oh. Sorry.
I don't know.
Now you're a little scared off.
Yeah.
Now that you've tasted the fruit of
I could be wrong.
of what it's like to be wrong.
Yeah. Talk about putting the fear in
What's that movie where don't tell me, it's coming to me. Deadpool,
Yeah.
where he like can't die but then all of a sudden he can and he's like terrified.
Was that Deadpool? Might have been. That would have been.
That's the reverse though, because he used to be
Yeah.
able to die and now he can't.
No, I can't.
But there's a movie where he gives up for the love of his life, he gives up
Immortality.
his immortality.
What movie is that?
I think it's the end of Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Podcast at pensima.com. Let me know.
Yeah.
So-
and explain this freaky movie to us. Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Yeah. But he not only was a fan, but even like said the name of some of his songs.
Oh, okay.
And I was more flabbergasted at that than anything else.
Yeah. The girls were pretty amused at your declaration that Robbie Williams sang at the Taylor Swift concert.
He
we're
did
at.
sing at the Wimbledon concert.
A concert in Wembley that was on a different night than we were.
I have this theory that all concerts at Wimbledon take place at the same time. It's like a paradox.
You know, Wimbledon is about the size of this table. Wembley is a full-on stadium that could host rock concerts.
Right, and obviously that's what I meant.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
My
Moving
inner
on.
Yoda. Oh, we're going to try this again? Still?
Always?
Working? Okay, I can do it. What? That's
Yeah.
like 5 minutes.
Till you get it right. You know? Till you get it right.
The beatings will continue until morale improves. All right.
All right.
This week we reviewed a film called Love Hurts,
that we did.
which is based on the true story of Jalen Hurts, quarterback
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champion Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah. And in order to get to the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts had to beat a young man named Jordan Love, which he did.
Yeah.
and they
That hurt.
caught the whole thing on film
Yeah.
and made a movie called Love Hurts.
Yeah.
And here we are.
It's found footage.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The
Yeah.
whole movie is found footage. David, I'm going to go out on a limb,
Yeah.
and I'm going to say two things.
Yeah.
First of all,
you didn't see this movie.
First of all, you did not see this
Oh, I
movie.
totally saw it.
And then second of all, that other movie that we just described with the found footage,
It's probably better.
I bet that would be better
Yeah.
than the movie that we watched called Love Hurts.
Did you watch Love Hurts?
I did. Starring Short Round and Rudy. Hee-Wong Hey and also
Hee-Wong.
Sean Astin, who played Rudy,
Yeah.
was the real estate mentor who I enjoyed seeing. Fellow former Iron Man, by the way.
Sean Astin?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Didn't look like he stayed quite exactly in
Did
Iron
you yell,
Man shape.
hey,
Yeah.
it's me.
Hey, friendo.
This movie was a huge disappointment. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect to be disappointed.
I don't even know what to say, David. I mean, I fully agree with your statement. I cannot put, I don't want to be over dramatic about it. I was very disappointed. And I think I'm not even disappointed I was ready for low expectations. I was ready for like a pizza movie. Like I did not expect it to be some cutting edge, fascinating storyline.
No.
You know, like I knew what it was going to be. You know, but they just did not do a good job. I think they had all the right pieces to make a decent pizza movie, but they put them together and it was like 2 + 2 = 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's okay. It's not the worst movie I've seen.
No.
Because not even this year. Like I had a worse time watching Mufasa, a worse time watching Complete Unknown. Like those movies, like I was actively waiting for the movie to end.
Okay, fair enough.
This movie, which was
Yes.
very short,
Yes, I agree with
I
this.
was still like, I mean, the action was entertaining.
Well,
ish.
it was. The action was entertaining-ish, although the issue that I had was that I felt like every single scene, I felt like every single fight was the same fight.
Yeah.
And also, as we mentioned at the top of the show, this film featured my number one pet peeve, which is, 18 bad guys beating up on one good guy.
Yeah.
None of them can break his wrists or crack his knees or, anything like that. But he just spins them around and they're dead.
Right.
Or at least unconscious.
Yeah.
And it's like too easy, too bad. And there was one sequence towards the end. I think it's when the good guy was fighting his brother, Knuckles. I think I almost, I'm not gonna, but I almost want to watch it again. You know, when you see like a continuity error, I feel like he had like the guy and he was going to grab him by the head. And I feel like the guy who was going to get his head grabbed, like put his head there. You know what I mean? Like it was almost as if you could see the actor getting his head in the right position to get thrown, across the room. You know what I mean? Like it just was like, it was disappointing.
I love Short Round. I think that he was the best part of the movie.
Easily.
But
The girl was good too.
Yeah, but the plot was so oddly convoluted, but then like the exposition, it was one of those movies where they had these ideas for fights.
Yeah.
And they were just like, how do we get from point A to point B and how do we save the most money? So rather than have a conversation with two characters, they would have one character on the phone calling other characters and he'd be like, you didn't get him? Go get him and kill him. But also get this guy because he knows what we did. And what we did was steal money from the big bad guy and hide it. Click.
Yes.
It's like, but why did you say all that?
Right.
Like, who would go over their big mistake to these other people that know about it?
Right.
Yeah.
Drew and I occasionally, and now it's shockingly rare,
Yeah.
but occasionally make mistakes. And when we make mistakes, we don't.
I only recently know what that's like.
Right. But you can imagine.
Yeah.
We don't talk about those mistakes
No.
You don't call up and be like, kill him because he knows about that money we stole last year from the guy.
Yeah.
We're just like, kill him. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Get the guy.
Not that we've killed a lot of people, but I mean, it's a short list, but it's a list.
Movies aren't made on
No.
empty graves.
No, they're not. All right, Love Hurts. David?
I got to give it worst movie I've ever
Worst
seen.
movie I've ever seen.
Yeah. A couple people were saying, oh, it's just a popcorn movie. I didn't really feel like...
That's what I wanted it to be. That's what I expected it to be, and it didn't live up to that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Going into it, somebody asked, what do you want? I said, I just want to have fun.
Yeah. I'm not looking for anything.
Yeah. But turns out you should have been looking for something because this was not it. Yeah.
Do you wish we had watched Heart Eyes?
I kind of do.
Yeah, me too.
I forgot to ask Goonies Jason what he thought of it. I
Yeah.
know he watched it, but I kind of wished that at least, like, I think would have had some more funnier parts to it. Yeah. So.
All right, well, Love Hurts, worst movie we've ever seen. Obviously, next week we will be reviewing Captain America. What's the full title?
Brave New World.
Brave New World.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the newer trailer that they put out, not trailer, poster, of like the Red Hulk, kind of like he's going to pound Captain America, and he's standing there with his wings like down, like looking up at him. I think that's probably the best poster they've done for it.
There was a great commercial on the Super Bowl starring Harrison Ford.
Oh.
And it was a real touchy-feely commercial for Jeeps. I mean, at the end of
those are emotional vehicles.
Sure they are. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
You don't got to spell that out for us. Captain Obvious.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, someone's got to say it. Someone's got to address the pink gorilla in the room.
Pink gorilla in the room. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
But I felt like it needed to be addressed.
Right.
So anyway, Harrison Ford, at the end of the commercial, he's saying something about Jeep gets you there, and that's where I get my dreams or something like that. And then he looks dead ass in the camera and goes, even though my last name is Ford. And he mouths it, and then he makes a funny face like it was clever. I thought it was really clever because the commercial was like really touchy-feely.
Yeah.
Like almost over the top. And then at the end, to end with a little fourth wall funny, I thought it was funny.
Gotta get your heartstrings.
That's it.
All right. That's that. We'll move on to listeners' feedback, comments, questions, and so forth and so on.
So forth and so on.
And we have a special letter here that you're going to read from
one of our favorites.
Oh, what a dance he did.
It should go back, like, it went up around the top and it wanted to, like, to go back.
Play it again.
No. It wanted to go back around, though, didn't it?
Right.
It did.
Yeah.
It wanted to, like, crescendo.
Yeah.
It wanted to get there.
Yeah.
All right, this week we have a letter from one of our longtime favorite listeners, Frodo. Frodo writes in and says, David.
Duh. It has the extra A-H at the end.
That's how it's pronounced.
David Duh.
David Duh. I love Stardew Valley. I only started playing it last year. You know how it is. But I fucking love that game. I love how character-driven it is. I want to know who your favorites are. And it's so cool because she spells favorites Canadian style.
Ooh. Yeah. British. English.
No, that's both.
English?
Both. But again, I think that qualifies as like a silent letter thing. Like, but it's cool.
You gotta make your mind up, man.
No, I think when you
are you angry about these things, or do you admire?
I think when you spell them Canadian British,
yeah,
which is definitely a thing,
right?
Then if you spell them Canadian British, it's okay because then it's like kind of cool.
Wow. Okay.
All
right.
So Frodo's writing to David about Stardew Valley. She loves how character driven it is. She wants to know who your favorites are so far. Sebastian is my favorite. There's a bunch I could say about my faves, but the social interaction and character stories are a key part of the game, and I wouldn't want to spoil anything. If you want any mod recommendations, I could give you some. It's a really fun game.
Yeah. Well, first off, I really appreciate hearing that, and I will take some mod suggestions. I'll write you more.
What's a mod suggestion?
So mods is short for modifiers or modifications.
Okay.
And so like on PC, you can download a mod and say makes it so that it's rainy every day. It just changes the game, or it makes it so sometimes they're cheaty things, and sometimes they're quality of life things. Like you don't have to open a door;
Nice.
it just automatically opens doors. But sometimes it'll be like give you infinite money or something like that. So a good mod enhances the game without taking away from the basic gameplay.
Gotcha. Okay.
So like that would be like opening doors. So you don't have to click on a door every time you want to go through
I would
it.
love that.
Right. In real life too.
No, I have that in real life. I would love it in the game.
Yeah. I want to say to respond. I haven't interacted too much. I'm still in the first season. I've only played for. The thing is, I started a couple different farms, like a multiplayer farm. I started a farm teaching my mom how to play, and then I started my own farm. So I played a bit, but a lot of the same stuff. And so so far, I haven't really built up any relationships with any of the NPCs. I'm aiming to marry Penny, just so you know.
Yeah.
In the game.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. So that's my goal.
Obvi.
I don't know why. I was like, all right, that's what I'm going for. But I'm enjoying it so far, and I almost to the point where I'm stressing about it. And so I'm on the border of like, I know that this will get simpler, but right now there's too much to do, and it's stressing me out a little bit when it should be calming me down.
It's also for pretend, right?
No, this is very real.
Roger that.
Yeah, this is
It's like-
realer than real.
Right.
Yeah, you don't understand.
Right.
you wouldn't understand. So anyway, I'll write you a letter back.
Yeah, very cool.
So, all right, Pen,
David.
that's all we had for listener feedback.
Right.
Look, if you want to be a part of the show, podcast@pencinema.com. That's the way to do it. But Pen, I gotta ask. It's the boiling question.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to actually enjoy the Super Bowl yesterday
Right.
because this is on my mind.
Right.
And the whole time I thought, I just hope these players are having a good time.
Right.
Because I really want to know, Pen, what's up with you? You almost missed it. I was like, is he going to make it? Is he going to button his shirt up?
Of course he's going to make it. Of course he's going to.
Oh, my
What do you think I
gosh.
would report with an unbuttoned shirt?
Not you.
What kind of craziness?
Yeah, that would have been pretty crazy.
That's the
honestly-
opposite of super dopo. Demondo duo.
I don't want to be a part of a world like that.
No, nobody wants to be a part of the world where Penn reports on what's going on with an unbuttoned shirt.
Right.
Obvi.
Yeah, obvi.
Okay, what's going on? The fam and I wrapped up Special Forces,
Okay.
so that was great.
Yeah.
I had a large pine tree fall down in my yard, which is fine. I don't really care about the tree, but it landed on my fence. So that's a drag. So that's what I did all day Saturday was cut up that tree. Amy and I continue to watch Mrs. Maisel on repeat over and over and
It's
over.
like the 700th time.
Yes.
I wish that the abacus had a docket for every time you said you were watching Miss Maisel.
Yeah. Well, you could also say the same thing about Seinfeld.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to tell you, what's taken up a lot of my time is, and it's not like I'm doing anything, but somehow the construction, because Drew and I get hit like all day long with these little tiny questions. And so let's say you get like 100 questions.
Yeah.
What color gray do you want this? Do you want it to be dark gray or the light gray? Do you want the silver? Do you want the matte finish, the glossy finish? And then 5 minutes later, there's another question. What are we doing with this? Where are we putting this? So we didn't get a permit to hold this here, so we got to move it there. And then we're going to connect this over here, but that means we need a 6-inch over here instead of an 8-inch. And and we it's constant problem solving. And our friends at Speedwell Construction are doing the job, and they're doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
But it's just this constant stream of little questions. And I made the observation, and Drew and I were commiserating the other day. The problem is you get 100 questions at you. Here's the scene. Here's the vibe in our office. You're getting 100 questions thrown at you a mile a minute. 99 of them are like, whatever, it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah.
But one of them is going to dramatically impact you for the next 10 years. But you don't know which of the 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you sweat over every single one of them.
They were, they'll be like, that pipe could have been 1 inch bigger.
Right.
And the building would not have fallen down.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what we're dealing with. And then in the midst of that, so then this is the final image for your understanding the vibe of the office. We got all this activity going on, and you got the physical stressors of these massive drills that they're running in the morning before anybody's in the theater, before any customers are in the theater. So we're up here trying to, do our jobs, and the walls are literally shaking because they're, drilling and cutting stuff. And then in the midst of all that, you get someone you've never met coming in for an interview to apply for what could be argued one of the most important positions we've hired since Joel.
Wow.
Since the general manager.
Yeah.
Which obviously those conversations are incredibly important,
And I can imagine you're like, well, what do you bring to the table? They're like, well, I know that having an 8-inch tube is better than a 7-inch tube.
And we're like,
that's something I stand by.
We're like, perfect. Can you go downstairs and talk to
Right
Ben?
now.
Right? We were just wondering about that. Get on down there. No, it's going great. We're really having a good time with these guys. And construction, I mean, it's like we said ahead of time, like it's a hassle. We knew it was going to be a hassle, and it is a hassle, but it's fine. Like it's working out just fine.
Good.
So yeah.
Good.
End of March, you'll be able to come in and see Snow White and get a drink on your way into the show. Because nobody
If
should.
there's ever been a movie to see buzzed,
Right.
it's going to be Snow White.
Right. So I think we've reviewed on the show before, but it's starting to come into focus. We're going to have 24 different beer taps.
That's crazy.
So we have at least what I'll call a leading candidate. We're not quite done with the interview process, but we have a leading candidate who has a ton of ideas about how to make beer work. And what I'm starting to wonder is, are we going to become one of the biggest, not biggest in terms like quantity, but like, are beer snobs going to like look to us? Because that's a lot of taps.
I got to tell you, Penn.
It's more taps than most big bars.
No.
No, they're not. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
No, but I mean, it'll be awesome, but the beer snobs are not gonna.
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
I don't know.
As someone who doesn't drink beer.
You and I are the two least qualified
You're right.
people to be having this conversation.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it takes, but there's a lot of options.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
pretty rad.
David,
Yeah.
what's with you?
And let me tell you what's with me. A lot of the same things with me.
Stardew Valley.
I'm playing the Stardew Valley. Been reading Stone of Tears. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man continues, and they're doing a cool thing where they're dropping like multiple episodes a week. Like instead of just one.
Disney. Okay.
So it's like 2 the first day, 3 this week. I don't know. It tells you when you look, but it's better than, I like that a little bit better than just one, because you get kind of like a mini arc of things that happen, just enough of it to be like, okay. But the big thing is, and I somehow was behind on this, delightfully to my viewing pleasure, but season 3 of Invincible is here.
Whoa.
And that show is great. And so I was delighted to find 3 episodes waiting for me.
What is Invincible?
Oh, man. It is really, really good.
Give me a genre. Start with the genre.
Superhero,
Okay.
right? It's made by Robert Kurtzman, I think. The guy who made The Walking Dead. And basically it's like, what if Superman was actually here to take over the world?
Oh.
So you have like the Justice League and everything, and you have this guy who's basically Superman, but he has a family and a son who just developed his powers, and then one day he's like, well, it's time, and he kills the Justice League, kills them, and then he goes to his son, and he's like, we're supposed to take over and rule this planet. And the son's like, no, and it causes a big.
I like the hand gesture you used for kill all the Justice League.
Yeah, just spin around. Well, it's because it's in a circular room and he spins around the room. It's one of those. It's animated. And it's one of those ones that like kind of surprises you with how like, I guess, gory it can be. Not in like a disgusting way, but just like you wouldn't expect. So like, for example, the guy who's Omni-Man, who is the Superman stand-in, is trying to tell his son how unimportant human life is because it's so short. They live for hundreds of years.
Right.
And so they're in the sewer, and he just holds his son's head in his hand, like the back of his head, while a train comes. And they stay stationary, but the train, like, they just slice right through the train, and just like people are just splattering against him.
Ugh.
And that doesn't sound cool, but it's pretty,
like us with gnats.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's just like they're they live such tiny lives, and I highly recommend it, especially if you like the show The Boys. It's not as The Boys is much more like, I would say, like R-rated and depressing, where Invincible isn't as depressing or whatever, but it does have gore in it. So anyway, super happy for season 3 of that.
Can't wait. Wait, there's another, that reminded me of some. Oh, Amy and I started watching the show that everyone else has already seen, Severance.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to mention
I heard
that.
that's good.
So we're in season 1 because a friend of mine is raving about season 3.
Right.
So he's like, dude, you got to start. You got to start.
It's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
It's not part of my loaf.
Not
so,
part of your loaf, Yof.
So
It's the Yof.
It's the Yof, you know? All right, well, that brings us to the end of the show. Look, if you want to be a part of this show, which I know you do, the best way to do that is to email us, podcast@pencinema.com. But if you want to support the show, what's the number one way to do that?
Well, I tell you, I didn't want to brag because I'm nothing if not
Humble,
modest,
Mondo Dopo.
Super Mondo Dopo, a monument. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
A monument to modesty.
Right. You even have constructed a monument of yourself in honor of your modest.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're the most humble guy ever.
Right.
Right.
Here stands.
Right. I hate to talk about it, but I do all the time because I think it's important people know.
It's important. Yeah.
You know. So anyway, I didn't want to brag, but I did get a separate listeners' news, notes, and feedback. Yes, it's true. Frodo wrote in direct to me.
No.
Yeah, she let me know.
She's like, I was lying about liking Stardew Valley.
No, not at all. She loves Stardew Valley and she loves you. But what she wrote in to me was, and I think I didn't want to share it during then, but I'm going to share it now.
Right, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, that may obviously.
Yeah. No, this is a perfect time.
What she wanted to share.
Back to this completely true thing that you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
So
go on.
She wrote in this completely real email that I have.
Obviously.
Right.
Do I need to put a theme for her and everything?
And she wrote in and she said, Penn, I didn't want to mention it earlier in the show, but my favorite mod recommendation is to have my character listening to the Penn Cinema podcast during the Starved Valley Do game. And
Starved Valley
yeah. So I felt like this was the appropriate time to share that. So what I want to tell all of our gamer friends is that's the mod. Yeah, that's the secret mod that you want.
Starved Valley Do.
No, I think it's pronounced Stardew Valley.
Oh, yeah. It sounds different.
No, it sounds different sometimes. I say it with a bunch of silent letters, which results in Starved Valley Do.
Yeah.
But the do is silent, and there's an unspoken do in the middle.
Right. Yeah. Right. You did it the old British Canadian way.
I did it the British Canadian way.
Yeah.
Which is totally different than the French Canadian way, which is pronounced Valley do Star.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, with an O and a U in the middle.
At least 3 of them.
So all you gamers out there, get your characters a mod to have them walking around doing their thing, listening to the Penn Cinema podcast, because then what'll happen is they'll be much happier and more well-balanced and way smarter for having listened to the show.
I wish we knew someone who could make a mod that in the game you could tell people to do that and it would make them happy.
Oh my God.
That'd be amazing.
Dreams. If you're not a gamer.
Yeah.
Which is cool. We're not all super gamers like me and David.
Yeah. Especially not like you.
Right.
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also feel bad because I beat up this magazine.
It's no big deal. That was just Drew's special collector edition magazine.
Well, it's Drew on the cover of Box Office Pro.
Whoa.
Yeah. Which is funny because he doesn't usually like to get his picture taken, but here he is.
There he is.
Yeah.
The cover.
Anyway, if you're not a gamer,
Right.
You can support the show by telling a friend how much you enjoy
So easy.
listening to the show. And also, while you're telling your friend that, I think now that we've crossed that line, you might as well tell your friend that David was wrong.
I mean, that's not the kind of thing you want to spread between friends.
Maybe you don't want to.
Maybe family.
Maybe you don't want to lead with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a pretty good pickup line.
Right.
Actually.
I think what you should do is have your friends start listening to Penn Cinema Podcast episode number 10.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Number 1.
And when they get to episode 103, that's the appropriate time for them to know, like,
Get ready.
Hey, listen.
In about 80 more episodes,
More than that.
David's going to be wrong. Yeah, in 180
about
episodes.
185 episodes, David could be wrong.
Yeah, anywhere in there.
Right. Yeah. You got to keep listening.
Yeah, I can't spoil it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, once again for the Penn Cinema Podcast.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. Take care and party on.
Thanks for joining us this episode. Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema, featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.